Hey, get on, it's Doc Joe here from Story of Games, and today I've got a friend over here, Ray Duell. Now, Ray is one of our authors. He specialises in wonderful horror stuff, but he's also been working on some of the stuff for the new Intervention Handbook, specifically some of the archetypes, and I'm going to get him to tell you about some of those.
Everybody, my name's Ray Duell. I work with Doc Joe Sweeney at Storyweaver Games. We've had a lot of fun recently. We've been brainstorming archetype ideas for the intervention book. We were looking at things like, traits of people who work in the security and spy field. And we're looking back at movies and thinking, so what sort of characters do you get in these things? One that I came up with we called the remote operator. If you combine spy movies with and surveillance with what we have these days, which is drones flying outside everybody's window, and then just go bonkers with it and say you can have multiple drones that can either be just for spying or can carry weapons, or you could even scale it up and they could be tanks or aircraft, and they're remote operated. And you have these people who, well, think about it, who's going to be really good at this sort of 3D spatialized but distanced ability to control things? Computer gamers. And of course, computer games don't die in the future. They can't. They're too much fun. But it's all 3D, interactive, immersive, fed straight into your cranium kind of stuff. So that's what these people do. They get cherry-picked by intervention from computer gamers who are the top gamers in their leagues, and they get invited to come in and try out to be these remote operators. And if they pass the test, they become the people who control many drones that fly around and help these groups in their work. And it just sounds like so much fun. And of course, you don't ever want to meet these guys online and play against them, because if you lose, well, they'll probably kick your butt. But if you win, intervention might come calling. So what other sort of characters would be required in a futuristic spy force like intervention? So we were looking at, well, the grunts, basically. Sending people in that are highly trained, you don't want them to get wiped out. That's a lot of money down the drain. So what are they going to do? They might create completely synthetic operatives, but instead of having the brain inside the body, so if the body gets destroyed, the brain goes with it, the brain is remote. So you've got these remote-controlled Terminator-type devices, synthetics, and they go in and they can blend in a little bit. They're not great. They're not great at it, but at a distance they can look like the locals. But if they get interrogated, that's when the cloak comes off, the big machine gun comes up, and things get real. So they start blowing things away. They're massively strong. And of course, some times they might get jammed. They could possibly, the link between the brain and the body could get jammed, in which case they go into an automated mode, which is far less charismatic. They can't really function as a sentient being, and they go very Terminator-like in that case. And then you're in all sorts of trouble.